How to create a winning sales strategy. So how can you create a winning sales strategy? Well, every year, senior management are responsible for coming up with plans for growth for the business. Now, what's the challenge with that? Well, very often, the strategy may be good, but it might not be clearly communicated to the sales team. For instance, with some pragmatic steps on how that strategy can be implemented. Here's an example. You might have 3 sales managers and they all have different ideas on how the 25% growth strategy could be implemented. The first one could look at developing existing business and growing clients and maybe updating their services or products. Second sales manager could think about perhaps new business. He might look at new geographical areas to develop. And a third sales manager, he could think about maybe increasing the average value of every order. So he's going to focus on a more expensive product range or service. So very quickly you can see how one sales strategy could be implemented in 3 different ways if it's not clearly communicated. There are a couple of missing links between what the leadership team want and what the sales team actually does. So when you're looking at achieving that business strategy, you need to have specific sales objectives and also some clear sales activities that link the 3 together. Let's look at an example. Supposing your business result was to grow the business by 25% this year. Well, you could set the sales objective as acquiring 4 new clients every quarter. But what would be the sales activity that the team would need to do? Well, you could set it maybe at 16 brand new prospecting calls per quarter to achieve that. Now, you need to be careful though when you set the metrics. Very often people fall into the trap of only setting metrics that are based on results. You need to include metrics that include activities. Because if you've got activities, then you can actually monitor and see if they're being achieved, rather than just looking at the end result. Now this is extremely valuable because what it does is gives the salesperson and the sales manager visibility and control over their sales results. Therefore, if they need to make a slight adjustment throughout the year, they can do that because they've got control and visibility over what they're doing. And that is a very powerful point to make.